One way to search through all of our online materials is to use our search tool, Search at UW. It can be a great place to find materials for your research, especially if you follow these tips. In this video, I will be taking you through a few basic searches, showing you how to use filters, and finally, demonstrating our advanced search option. Let's get started. Here is the Search at UW tool on our homepage. If it is not showing up on your computer or mobile device, you may have to click the Find tab on our navigational menu. You can use Search at UW to search Polk Library's materials and materials held throughout the UW system. You can search for articles, books and ebooks, videos, and more. Since you are a CAP adjunct or student, you probably only want to access our online materials, so there are a few things you can do to adjust your results. First, type your keywords into the search box. When conducting academic research, you'll get more relevant results if you type in a few important keywords rather than typing a question. After you've put in your keywords, select one of the filters in the drop-down menu on the right. If you leave this menu to everything, you will have a lot more content to look through and it won't be as relevant. So I'll do a sample search. Let's say I'm writing a speech for my class about dress codes. First, I'll put the keywords dress code in the search box. I want articles, so I'll select articles in the drop-down menu on the right. Then I'll click search. Now, these initial results may work for me, but take a look at the All Filters button to see if I can narrow them down further. If I'm looking specifically for peer-reviewed articles, I can choose this filter. Peer-reviewed articles are academic articles that have been thoroughly evaluated for quality. They can be a little difficult to read, so check with your professor if this is the type of article you should be looking for. For more information about peer-reviewed sources, check out our tutorial on the topic. This filter will get rid of any results from magazines or newspapers, so keep that in mind. Under resource type, I can specify which type of article I'm looking for. Maybe I'm looking for a magazine article. I can also change the creation date if I wanted to find more recent articles. There are several other filters that you can use, including things like topic and language. Again, keep in mind that if you have peer-reviewed checked, it will most likely not bring up magazine or newspaper articles, even if you have the magazine box checked. Now, looking through my results, I can tell that many of them aren't really that relevant to my search, even after using some of the filters. I might need to adjust my keywords. Since I'm specifically looking for high school dress codes, I'm going to add "and high school" to my search. Using "and" in between the two phrases indicates that I want articles with both phrases. Using search operators like "and," "or," and "not" can be very helpful in your search. Keep in mind that if you add keywords, you will need to reapply the filters that you had already applied. Once you've found an article that you like, click the Download PDF button. If you haven't already, you will need to sign in with your NetID and password. From here, I suggest you download the article or save the permalink so that you are able to find it again when you need to. If you are having trouble finding results, you can also try our advanced search option in Search at UW. Here, you can add multiple search boxes, which is helpful when you're using search operators. Try to pull out the main concepts of your search terms. For mine, it was dress code, and my second concept was high school. This makes it easier to use synonyms, which we do by adding "or" next to the words that mean the same or similar things. For my search, you can see I chose dress code or dress policy. And in my secondary search box, I put high school or secondary school. I could even try something like teenager. When you use or in between words or phrases, you're telling the databases to look for articles that have this concept and this concept, but it only needs to use one of these phrases. So, for example, it might find an article that uses dress code and secondary school, but it doesn't have to use all of them. You can add as many boxes as you need for your search. Sometimes it can be helpful to specify a place, like United States, ages, or things like that. You still don't need to worry too much about all of the other options as it defaults to any field. If you're searching for other types of materials, such as ebooks or videos, you can also use Search at UW. Just put in your keywords, the same as before, but choose Books and Media UW Oshkosh Libraries from the drop-down menu on the right. From here, choose All Filters again, and choose Available Online and Books under Resource Type. If you're looking for videos, choose Videos rather than Books. Those are the basics of Search at UW. If any issues come up while you are searching, or if you need help finding articles, you can contact a librarian using our 24/7 library chat help.